Hello everybody, it's Friday night and I'm out here by the fire pit and I thought I would do a wine tasting outside. I'm going to turn the camera around here so you can see the fire. And by the way, this is going to be a shaky video. Hold on. Hopefully you can see the fire. Alright, tonight I'm tasting let me grab my wine bottle here. I'm drinking a 2023 Ravelston Cellars Shiraz from South Australia. Here's a picture of the bottle. I don't really know anything about this wine other than, as I've mentioned many times, a lot of places in the world it's called Syrah, and in Australia they call it Shiraz, and a few other places call it Shiraz also. And by the way, since I am sitting outside, there is going to be a little bit of traffic noise when people getting off from work and they go flying by. Had a good day. I went to early voting, and I'm not sure where I'm going to be on November 5th. So I went ahead and I voted today. I have been voting here for 30 years. Oh, pardon me. And this is the first time that I have ever seen a line, and it's not even election day. It's 3 weeks out from election day, and I had to wait about 10 to 15 minutes to vote. So I have to think that that is a very, very good sign. All right, let's get back. Oh, and then I came home and I was planning on doing firewood, and I didn't make it that far, so I turned around and I went back and I went grocery shopping and got stocked up on groceries. And I am leaving, let's see, this is Friday. I'm leaving Monday morning for another camping trip over to the West Virginia mountains for a couple of days. Just going to get away, sit around the campfire, out in the woods up on the mountains, and just kind of groove on life. All right, let's get into the wine, and again, it's going to be a little shaky. So I'm drinking, as I said, a 2023, I'm looking down here, Ravelston Cellars Shiraz. This wine has very good viscosity as far as legs go, which means it has high alcohol. Which, by the way, let me make a little bit of a caveat change here. I did that white Portuguese wine yesterday, and I said it had decent or good viscosity. Actually, I looked at it after I got off of the video, and there were heard a crashing noise. There were very few legs on the inside of the glass. And the legs indicate viscosity, which indicates the amount of alcohol. And as I mentioned yesterday, it only has 10% alcohol, so kind of not surprised. All right, well, this one's got, I forgot to check the alcohol, actually. This is not fun trying to do all of this here, holding the camera, and I have no place else to set the camera down. All right, this has got, let's see, 14% alcohol by volume. All right. So it's no wonder this one has a little bit of better viscosity and legs. All right. The color is excellent. As I said, the viscosity is very good. The color is excellent. It's got a very deep ruby red color, almost like a real high-end cab. Of course, I don't expect this to taste like a high-end cab, but it does have that unique, deep, dark, almost black color, which is generally a sign that the wine is a good wine in the sense that the juice was on the skins, which is, as you remember, is called maceration. The juice was on the skins for an extended period of time, which would indicate that it has a good deep color. All right, so we've talked about the viscosity, we've talked about the color, and let me give it a taste and see what we get. I'll be honest with you, I have not tasted it, but I'm almost going to guarantee you it's going to taste like a very good standard Syrah or Shiraz that we drink all of the time, but it'll have some berry notes, I'm sure. So let me see what we get. I'm going to smell it first, see what I get. It is standard nose for Shiraz. Nothing is jumping out that's spectacular. There is definitely wood in there. There's definitely black fruits. I'm thinking those are probably black stone fruits, probably on the direction of maybe black cherries. Well, of course, with the pits is why they're called stone fruits. Let me sniff it again and see. No, nothing spectacular. It's a very pleasant aroma. It's a very standard dark red wine aroma of berries and hints of wood. So nothing spectacular. I don't even know what this bottle of wine cost. I'm guessing it's in the neighborhood of $10, $15, $20 a bottle. Let me taste it and see what we get. It's what I expected. The only thing I will say that this particular wine is a little bit heavy on the tannins. I actually does not surprise me. This is a 2023 wine, so it's only a year old. The tannins are still, I want to say they're harsh. They're not harsh to the point that they're bitter. They're strong to the point that there are significant tannins. I would suspect that in about 2 to 3 years, this wine will evolve. The fruit will become a little bit more prominent. The tannins will fade a little bit. I think it's a very well-balanced, well-made wine, so it most likely will definitely mellow out. But I think this wine needs another couple of years before it really reaches its own. Let me give it another little sip here. Picking up the dark stone fruits, the black stone fruits, black cherry. I'm not getting any of the black raspberry or blackberry. It's more of a black cherry. It's got that stone fruit flavor in it. I'm picking up a faint wood in there, which would make me think that this was probably aged in oak casks down in South Australia. By the way, you know, it's interesting. You don't see a lot of wines from South Australia, even though it's a very famous wine region. You see Southeast Australia, you see different other areas of Australia, but the province or county or whatever they call their divisions down there, South Australia doesn't seem to. I haven't seen a lot of South Australian wines. This wine is a good wine. It's an everyday drinking wine. I would recommend it, Ravelston Cellars, but I would think that this wine was probably not really ready for another, I'm going to guess 2 years. So we'll see if I can pick up another bottle of this somewhere along the way. A couple of more things before I leave I want to mention is I picked up a bottle of white Italian wine today. It's an Orvieto Classico, which obviously when I use the word Classico, we're talking Italian wines. And it's Orvieto is the type of wine, the white wine that's made in Italy. It's a very nice white wine. It's not quite as sour or fruity, not fruity, sour or citrusy as, say, a Sauvignon Blanc, but it's a readily available wine. I'll do a tasting of that tomorrow night or the next night, and anybody can find it. It's available at the supermarkets. Well, listen, I've got a great fire going on here. Sadly, most of you folks are not close to Marietta, so you can't swing by, but if anybody locally is watching this and you want to stop by and drink some wine around the fire, it's 10 after 5 Eastern time. So, I mean, I'll be out here probably at least until 10 o'clock tonight. And I have plenty of wines, as usual. So if you happen to be in the Marietta area and you see this, or the Parkersburg area, stop by, enjoy some wine. If you're hungry, we'll fire up the old stone grill and throw something on there. And other than that, I appreciate you stopping by. Looks to me like I don't know if they stayed on, but I had Jay on here watching for a while, Jay Rosario. I had Ray, and I had Kel. I haven't seen Kel on here for quite a while. I haven't been doing much uke playing with the group since, I don't know, April, May. So I never get to see Kel anymore, and she and her husband don't post too much on my wine page anymore, which I wish they would get back to it. They were always interesting to see what they have to say. All right, gang, I will let everybody go. I'm going to get off of here, and I'll transpose this over to my YouTube channel also. And I'm going to enjoy my fire tonight on this beautiful night. And every evening I've walked out to look at the comet, to see if I can see the comet. And every night I can't see it. And I think there's this huge sycamore tree that's up on my flat between me and the house next door. And I think it's hidden behind that sycamore tree. So I might walk down the road 100 yards or so and get around the tree tonight and see if I can see that comet up there. Well, listen, everyone, take care, and thanks again for stopping by, and I'll see you the next time. Bye.